Since like 11 people wanted a video on this, I will be showing you how to use Tyrant. Keep in mind, I'm definitely not the best Tyrant player ever. I'm probably one of the worst ones, but I know a better bit than most people. I'll teach you the things I know that usually help me win. First of all, if you don't know the moves, I'm assuming 99% of the people watching do know the moves. I'll show you them anyway. Ignoring that guy, I will promptly... Okay. For shields, it's very simple. You just put your arms on either side of you. This. A lot of people have trouble with the edge breaker. Sorry, second wind. Well, a lot of people have trouble with the first pose. Danny, extend your arm out like this. Keep your other arm at your side, and you rotate it, keeping your other arm at your side still. Then on the very last part, you do this. This. It's kind of difficult to learn on the first try. Edge breaker is extremely simple. You just got to do this. And that is possible, by the way. I'm going to let him stab me. I'm just going to stab him real quick so I can show you how to utilize these things better. First off, you should never do this. A lot of new tyrants think that doing this is going to get them to win. There's only very specific circumstances where you do that. And most of the time, it won't work. Now, for basic Tyrant Awaken, you want to hold your sword by the blade like this, hold it at your hip, sway your body slightly, get that awaken decently, and then when somebody goes to attack, strike. This does get repetitive. Most people who actually are good and fight Tyrants a lot will know exactly this motion. So it's definitely, most likely not always going to work on them. So that's why there's other ways to do it. For example, change it up a little. Go like this. They usually don't always expect that one. Because it's kind of a risky position, I'm not going to lie. But hold it like this. Hand right there. Sway your body while pointing your torso sideways. Using this thing like a spear. So this is basic awaken. Now for more advanced tactics, you want to spin it a little bit. It maintains awaken pretty decently if you time it right, and it makes for a good way to surprise attack enemies. They might not expect which way this could turn into. There's another tactic for Tyrant. You can quickly, very quickly switch from this to this. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't attack their blade. I did not mean to hit him. Hold on, I'll show you more in a sec. Opponent that has a short sword. You shouldn't do this on other Tyrants unless they're just stupid. But you can switch from this to this extremely quickly. So you can do this. No. Catch him off guard. It's very risky. One hit to your sword while you're in the middle of that can very much destroy you. It's not perfect, that's for sure, and you have to do it a little bit before it feels organic. But once you do, you can do pretty sick moves like that. And a lot of people will be expecting that too. It's pretty common for a Tyrant to do it. I'll show you some other things. You can do this. That's a very useful move. It gets behind their back. Hold your sword up. Do a sort of slow spin. You should really only do that when their sword's been halved or something, so you can catch them off guard more. Or go on the side that their shield's on, so they expect your shield to catch it a little bit. tyrant, he does have the lowest health in the game. So certain things can be done to help you quite a bit. This works for every class, but for Tyrant specifically with his low health, you apply the ward. When they do their edge breaker, you simply run into it with your ward. Take their edge breaker away while trading your ward for it. If you can trust that you won't break your sword, you will still have an edge breaker, and they won't. Another thing, during an edge breaker, it'll most likely put the other person on edge, and you have unnaturally fast speed with an edge breaker. Okay, I got killed there. Don't worry. Retry. As I was saying, you have unnaturally fast speed with an edge breaker enabled, especially for longsword classes. That doesn't mean infinite speed, but it means much higher speed than you'd think. Take for example. I know I lost it. Shut up. Except doing an edge breaker, then going at fast speed, catching them off guard, making them think you're gonna hit their sword, but then actually doing that type of man. I missed. Then doing this sort of thing. And it's pretty unexpected. And then you can change it up by actually going further. What's going on? I'm too good at stabbing for my own good. Furthermore, having a play space is very good for Tyrant. One of the best things about him is that having a large play space can very much help you out. Even if it's just a little bit, step back, step back, step back, lunge, that type of thing. When somebody pulls out their secondary, it can be very useful to quickly do that. Or when you notice your opponent isn't keeping awakening, if you can do this, that will usually catch them off guard and do damage to them. And when somebody's sword's regrowing or they're in the middle of doing their shield, second wind, doing this, keeping them on edge the entire time, so it throws them off guard, makes them not do it, very effective. I'll show you another cheap tactic that works like a charm for the most part. It also takes some practice to learn. I'm gonna break this man's sword real quick. Oh, so leave me. Okay. Oh, this annoying little. There we go. Alright, so when somebody's like he is right now, you do this, keep him on edge. Where am I gonna hit him? Where am I gonna hit him? That was meant to be a stab, but I think I get the bait. There we go. For a better example, that sort of thing. Don't let them get close though, because they can lunge in for a stab and kill you. When they try that, that's when you attack them. As if you're fast enough. There's one thing. When somebody's doing an edge breaker, you stab. You stab it. Poke it with the tip of your sword. Oh, traveling between rounds. Silly me.